again, when I say God, like I can't talk about anything that's happened good in my life without giving him credit. Just being honest.
Right.
Because there's been so many extreme situations where I know he had a plan for me. Not even 30 days later, I end up in a massive shootout protecting my baby brother in Tennessee that came up here. I left work, he gets jumped. I know who jumped him because they're my customers. So I call him like, hey, you know what's up. This my brother. I'm coming. So long story short, it's probably like 3 p.m. We're in the middle of the day shooting outside my grandmother's house. She's at work. She comes home. The house is taped off. And it was funny because when I'm driving home to go get my pistol, I got a garbage bag of weed in the house. I told my brother, go in the house, get under the bed. And really, I didn't even want to get in this situation. I'm like, man, I'm trying to live a quiet life. Even though I sold weed, that was just, to me, another form of income. I didn't even think of that as a crime.
Right.
Like,
of course.
I didn't like, I'm working a regular job, still make my little $8 an hour. When I get off, I make 2 or 3 drop-offs, and I wake up
supplement your income.
Yeah. I'm like, it's just extra income. I never saw myself as a drug dealer. So long story short, when I was on the way home with my baby brother after that situation happened, after he got jumped, I was trying to avoid the altercation. I was like, you know what? I'm on probation. Right across the street from my grandmother's house is a fire department. Once I realized that now I'm outnumbered, it's like 7 cars of dudes. It's just me and my baby brother. I pull up on the grass and I'm trying to beep the horn on my truck, right? That was the moment I found out that my horn didn't work. I never had tried to beep my horn before. So I had no choice. I said, man, when I throw it in park, get in the house, get under the bed. Went in the house, grabbed the gun, and I'm literally standing in front of the house there at the intersection. We're shooting, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Smyrna, Tennessee, this little town.
Wow.
They don't see nothing like that. Turns out, one of the city officials, mayor, governor, something like that, is in the fire department watching the entire thing.
Wow.
Yeah, because I pulled on the grass. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we leave. We actually get away. My grandmother comes home. The house is taped off. She calls me. I'm at my girlfriend's house.
Police came, take the house off, everything.
Okay. We let off some shots.
Right.
It's probably 7 of them shooting, and it's just me in the middle of the driveway.
Okay.
She calls me. It's like, you got to come home. I ain't coming home. All right. You already know I'm on probation. Like, it's in my mind, I'm gone. My life is over at that moment. In my mind.
Right. I get it.
She's like, you got to come. You got to turn yourself in or you're going to be on the run forever. So me and my brother get our story straight.
They came to your grandmother. They were looking for you, for real. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, she comes home from work. The house is surrounded. The house is taped off. We looking for the dude that drives this truck that was in your driveway. She's like, So she's like, you got to come and talk to him. Like, I don't talk to police, TT. Like, that's not how we do it. Yeah. She's like,
I respect you, but not this time.
No. She's like, if you don't, they're going to find you and they're going to find your brother. And it's going to be way worse. So I was like, okay, let's get our story together. They were shooting at us. We don't know who they are. There's no names, no nothing. We drove off. I had no idea they watched the whole thing. So we come in to turn ourselves in and they interrogate us for about maybe 7 hours. It's like maybe 10 o'clock at night, 3 a.m. My grandmother comes in the interrogation room. It's crazy. It kind of felt like this. She looks me in my eyes and is like, if you tell the truth, they'll let you go.
Wow.
I said, yeah, right. And she gave me the grandmother look, like I knew she wasn't lying. She said, if you tell the truth, they'll let you go. So I told the truth. Didn't say any names, right? I was like, yeah. And they followed me home. Because Tennessee has a law. And they actually let me go. Because Tennessee's law is if anyone follows you home for any reason, it's automatically self-defense. And everything they find is inadmissible. They couldn't charge me for the gun. They couldn't charge me for none of the little residue of the weed they found left. Like, nothing. They couldn't contact my probation officer. Exactly.
Incredible. So I guess that's kind of like this stand your ground law. That's similar to it.
Very similar. 7 days later, I answered an ad in the paper into a management training program that taught me sales and entrepreneurship. 18 weeks later, I was the CEO of my first company.